Good morning, students. I'm Manikant Mishra. Since we have already started to discuss the questions answer of a periodic classification of an element, today also we continue the same. So the very first question, name the three elements that have a single electron in their outermost shell. So when there is a matter of a single electron in their outermost shell, then we prefer to give the name of group 1 element, that is a lithium, sodium, potassium. Though hydrogen has also one electron in their outermost shell, but it will be better if you mention the lithium, sodium, potassium. Though you are free to write hydrogen also, because hydrogen has also one electron in their valence shell, because one is its atomic number, so one is the only valence electron. But it will be good if you mention lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francesium, any three members. Next, two elements that have two electrons in their outermost shell. Now, two electrons, that is a group 2 elements. Group 2 elements are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, like these elements. So, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, you can mention it. The three elements with filled outermost shell. The valence shell should be completed. Then we have to go for the group 18, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. These elements have outermost shell is completely filled, like helium, K has maximum capacity 2, so that is 2. Neon 2, 8 in L shell, that is a completely filled. Argon 2, 8, that is a completely filled. Now next question, lithium, sodium, potassium are all metals. Yes, group 1 elements are here. Lithium, sodium, potassium are all metals that react with water to liberate hydrogen gas. Is there any similarity in the atoms of these elements? Yes, in fact, they have the similar characteristics, in fact, because of the same number of valence electron. Because number of times we have discussed the physical as well as chemical properties depend on the number of valence electron. If two elements or more than two elements have the similar chemical properties, obviously they will have the same number of valence electrons. Lithium, sodium, potassium have the same number of valence electrons, that is a 1. Having the same number of valence electrons, that is equal to 1, is the cause of similarities in their properties. Next one. In the model periodic table, which are the metals among the first 10 elements? So if you start from the hydrogen, and you go up to neon, from hydrogen to neon, you have to find out how many metals are present. So hydrogen, helium, lithium is the metal, beryllium is the metal, lithium, beryllium is the metal. Now boron is a semi-metal. Now after boron, 4 lithium, hydrogen 1, helium 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9 and neon 10. So only these two elements, that is a lithium and beryllium, are metal. Rest one is boron is a semi-metal and all other are non-metal. lithium and beryllium is a metal, boron is a semi-metal, and all other are non-metal from hydrogen to neon. By considering their position in the periodic table, which one of the following elements would you expect to have maximum metallic character? So we have already discussed how metallic character influences while going from left to right across the period, while moving from top to bottom across the group. So there are certain elements like a gallium, that is below aluminum, germanium, that is below silicon, arsenic, that is arsenic, antimony, that is in carbon, selenium and beryllium. So now beryllium is only among these beryllium has the maximum metallic characteristics. So you have to keep it in mind. You see that where is its position and how the metallic character changes while moving from top to bottom. Metallic character increases, while moving from left to right, metallic character decreases. So the beryllium is the more metallic among all these. Now next question. The three elements A, B and C with similar properties have the atomic masses X, Y and Z respectively. The mass of Y is approximately equal to the average mass of X and Z. What is such arrangement of element called as? Give one example of such a set of elements. If you recall that the Darwinian's classification, he only said when the elements are arranged on the basis of increasing atomic mass, the atomic mass of the middle element is approximately equal to the average of atomic mass of first and third element. That is based on. So this the question is based on the Darwinian's classification. So if you take one example, lithium, sodium, potassium, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Next, elements have been arranged in the following sequence on the basis of their increasing atomic mass. So elements are given: fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium. Pick two sets of elements which have similar properties. So I am writing the elements which are given here. Fluorine, sodium, next magnesium, next aluminum, next silicon, next phosphorus, next sulfur, chlorine, argon and potassium. Now out of what is the question is given to you, pick two sets of elements which have similar properties. Now sodium, first element fluorine, first element resemble with the chlorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. As you know that they are monovalent. In their outermost cell, 7 electrons are there, so they are monovalent. So that fluorine and chlorine resemble. Now next sodium and potassium. In their outermost cell there is a 1 electron. It is also monovalent. So sodium and potassium. Fluorine and chlorine has 7 electrons in its outermost cell. chlorine, and chlorine has 7 electrons in their outermost shell. It needs one more electron, that's why its combined capacity is 1, so it is monovalent. And sodium potassium has 1 electron in their valence shell, so it is also monovalent. Any other question? The given sequence represent which law of classification of element? Now this represented fluorine resemble with chlorine, sodium resemble with the potassium. This as per Newland's law of octave, he said where the elements are arranged on the basis of increasing atomic mass, every 8th element resemble with the first elements like the octave of music. So this is best, this classification, this sequence is based on the classification of Newland's law of octaves. Can the following group of elements be classified as Daubigne's triad? Now sodium, silicon, and chlorine. Now, as you know that sodium is a alkali metal, silicon is a semi-metals, metalloid, and chlorine is a non-metal. So, I don't think that these elements have the similar characteristics. So they cannot be classified as a Daubigne's triad. They cannot put in a group as Daubigne's has put the 3 elements in a group, which is popularly known as Daubigne's triad. But anyway, its average atomic mass, average atomic mass of silicon, let us see, atomic mass of sodium is 23 plus chlorine has 35.5 by 2, that is a 58.5 by 2, no? 23 plus 35.5, so that will come 29.25. So even not very close, its atomic mass is close to, not equal, but its silicon average atomic mass of silicon, as you know that its silicon has atomic mass 28. Silicon has atomic mass 28, but it is coming 29.25. So approximately comes. So these elements could not be put into the triad because all these elements have the different characteristics. But only the mass of silicon comes close to the average of atomic mass of sodium and chlorine. Now next question. Again one more pair is given. Can the following group of elements can be classified as Daubigne's triad? Beryllium, magnesium and calcium. Next triad is given to us. Beryllium, magnesium and calcium. Yes, as we know that the beryllium, magnesium and calcium is a alkaline earth metal because its oxides are found in the earth, so these are called alkaline earth metal. Now this the atomic mass of magnesium, average atomic mass of magnesium, average atomic mass of magnesium equals to, now beryllium has atomic mass 9 and calcium has atomic mass 40 by 2, that is 24.5. As you know that the atomic mass of magnesium is 24, which is close to 24.5. So these elements can be put in a homogeneous tried beryllium, magnesium and calcium. All are alkaline earth metal, all are divalent. Their valency is 2 and average mass is approximately equal to the atomic mass of beryllium and calcium. Now next question. In Mendel's periodic table, the elements were arranged in the increasing order of atomic mass. However, cobalt with atomic mass of 58.93 AMU was placed before nickel having an atomic mass of 58.71 AMU. Give reason for the same. As we have discussed about the Mendel's classification of an element, before he starts to arrange the elements, he was guided by the two factors. One is increasing atomic mass, the second was placing the similar elements together. It means the properties of the similar properties of an elements are placed together. So somewhere he overruled the increasing atomic mass. He has ignored, that is overruled. When he found that elements having the similar properties are there, then he forget about the increasing atomic mass and he adjusted according to that. So according to similar properties, he put a more stress, placing the elements on the basis of similar properties rather than increasing atomic mass. That's why he has made certain adjustment regarding the position of cobalt and nickel. Hydrogen occupies a unique position in modern periodic table. Justify the statement. As you know that hydrogen is resemble with the group 1A or group 1 as well as group 17, or which is also called 7A. Hydrogen has a resemblance to some extent to group 1A or group 1 as well as group 7A, so called group 17. Like you see that sodium reacts with chlorine, forms sodium chloride. Sodium reacts with chlorine, forms sodium chloride. Hydrogen reacts with chlorine, forms hydrogen chloride. Sodium reacts with oxygen, forms sodium oxide. Hydrogen reacts with water, forms hydrogen reacts with oxygen, forms H2O. Sodium reacts with sulfide. Forms sodium sulfide. Hydrogen reacts with sulfur, forms hydrogen sulfide. Now, if an aqueous solution of NaCl is electrolyzed, undergoes the electrolysis process, this Na plus is deposited at cathode. Na plus is deposited at cathode. Similarly, when H2O undergoes the electrolysis process, H plus plus Cl minus, it deposited at cathode also. So you see that there is a certain similarities along the group 1. These are the certain similarities with the group 1. Hydrogen has similarity to some extent with the group 1. Now let us talk about the group 7 similarities, 7a or group 17 similarities. Like you see, chlorine exists in a diatomic gas. Chlorine exists as a diatomic, bromine as a diatomic, iodine diatomic. Hydrogen also exists as a diatomic. It means atomicity is 2. As group 17, chlorine, bromine, iodine has atomicity 2. Hydrogen has also atomicity 2. They exist in a diatomic form. So one similarity. Also, like NaCl, aqueous, NaCl, when sodium reacts with chlorine forms sodium chloride, and when it undergoes the electrolysis process, NaCl plus Cl minus, where chlorine is deposited at anode. Similarly, sodium reacts with the hydrogen, forms sodium hydride. When sodium hydride undergoes the electrolysis process, Na plus aqueous plus Cl minus liquid, it deposited, H minus deposited at anode. Cl minus deposited at anode, H minus also deposited at anode. Now, chlorine, among the chlorine there is a covalent bond. Here among the hydrogen also there is a covalent bond. So these are the Cl, there is a they are bonded together with covalent bond. H2, HH, they are bonded together by covalent bond. So there is a similarity with the group 17 also. You see, so hydrogen has similarity with the group 1 as well as group 17. That's why in the modern periodic table its position is unique, or yet its position is not justified properly because of these certain similarities with the group 1 as well as with the group 17. So please you go through the video, and if there is any doubt let me know. Thank you. Have a nice day.